So this time we're going to look at another way to mask, and then that's going to be followed up with using regular paint and thinning it down to enable us to continue with the model. So here we have some just standard food grade cling wrap. We're not using it for food, it doesn't have to be food grade, but that's pretty much all you get these days. And what I'm doing are bone bits at the back and the staff. So I want to cover that off well, cover the purple section that we've already done. And that was the reason behind the varnishing, was to protect the paint that we've already laid down while we do this bit, while enabling us to get this in tight enough round that we can get in and behind to hit all the pieces. So there you can see I've gone all the way round. It's probably not very well towards camera. And then I'm going to want to come down from above. The advantage with cling film is because it will stick to itself. It will provide us a nice coverage over all of this. We can. I want to try and get some of this over the head. If not, I'll have to put another layer in. Just coming off camera so I can manipulate it slightly more easily. And then I'm just going to push it to layer it in. So that I'm making sure it goes all the way around the areas that I need it to, but that I can still get round behind it with the airbrush. It appears to be going over the top there, and I really don't want it to. So again, let's push it down, bring it under the staff, because I want to be able to cover that staff as well. It's just a case of, with the different masking techniques, picking the one that's best for what you're doing on the miniature you're currently painting. So here I'm just very carefully making sure that I've got it well out the way at the bottom there. And the same on the other side. So now the only places that the paint should hit are areas that we don't care about. I'm going to put on my face mask. If I appear to be talking fast, if anyone's been reading the Discord, my wife has just been making homemade donuts. I have a lot of sugar in. So a little bit of flowing through the first. 3 drops as usual. Here I'm just using bone white from Vallejo game colour. 4 drops. And then I'm going to put in 4 drops of thinner. And we'll see what that's like. See? If you blow back, and you just pop it. Possibly a little on the thick side, so I'm just going to add a bit more thinner. That's better. Nice and easy. Same as with everything else. Gradually building up those layers. Actually getting some colour on there. Remember what I said about coming from lots of different directions, because what we're trying to do is get a good general coverage. With a horrible feeling that's lifted off, and I've got the back of his head there. So I'll have to come back in later with some red paint, or try and clean that off in half a moment. But to finish off, good colour from the zenithal direction. I'm doing this very quickly because I want to get in and clean it off if I can. Any paint is where I don't want it. You can see we've got a good general. Taking off my face mask, I'm just going to get a cotton bud, bit of water, work that paint off. But the cotton bud won't do it. Paintbrush. And I'm just using a paintbrush to clean off that paint. Remember what I said about how thin a layer you're putting on with the airbrush? That makes this a lot easier to do. And the cleaner I can get this, the easier it will be just to tidy it up slightly. With some red paint. It's the first time I've used that type of masking. I think you need to be a bit more careful if you've got something tight like that to get around these bottom edges. I'm going to keep cleaning that for a moment or two.